Hey everybody, welcome to Spirit-Filled USA, the podcast that's not a podcast. We're down here in the bourbon basement in beautiful Morgantown, West Virginia. Zach, what are we getting into today?
Well, we're looking at the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Promises to be a real treat.
All right, Gus Chiggins, let's get into it.
Fiddlesticks.
Welcome back to Spirit Filled. We're here with the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. What do we got here today, Zach?
I am
tell us something about it?
very interested to try this. This is a bottle I have coveted for some time.
Okay.
Do not own. Tried recently. This is your bottle. This has a little bit of a legendary status, cult following, if you will.
Mhm.
You know, right up there with, like, I don't know, Spaceballs or Christmas Story. Maybe we're selling it short a little bit. Maybe it's a little higher echelon. But the early days of this were blended by Nancy Fraley for Joseph Magnus. That's what has made this very popular. And I know some of the earliest batches are very sought after and really incredible. Not to say that this still isn't a great product, but especially on another level, some of the earlier batches. I assume this is a later batch, is that right?
It's in the 300s.
376. Yeah, I think the one that I tried was in the 350s. And I really enjoyed it, so I'm
And it's about
excited.
a little over 110 proof. They're finished in cognac, sherry,
Armagnac.
casks. They're supposed to go well while smoking a stogie.
Yeah, that's the initial idea behind this, right? And now, Nancy Fraley's at Still Austin kicking out the Tanager cigar blends, so she's still working her magic with cigar blends. I wonder, is this one of the original cigar blends? Like, now there's a lot, but I feel like this was one of the first or earliest ones that I am aware of. There may be earlier ones.
Maybe I'm starting tall, but this will be my first Joseph Magnus pour.
Oh,
Same.
nice.
Yeah,
I've
same.
had the regular triple finish bourbon before. I used to have a bottle of that. I drank through it, so it was pretty solid.
And they were kind of located in, I think, the D.C. area, but now they moved off to Michigan, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, not really much information on source for
Right.
any of these.
But they're definitely a non-distilling blender. And they have the Murray Hill,
I've heard of that one.
a couple other offerings.
All right, let's dig into this one, boys. No, for real, I am ready to get into this. Also, beautiful bottle. This is
really
one of the classiest looking ones, if I don't say so myself.
It's got a nice
I
label.
dig that color scheme.
Has a ribbed.
That's an old money bottle right there.
Yeah, it really
That's
is.
a family money
Yeah,
bottle.
gosh. You're giving me memories of having to, like, package the coins for...
Yeah, for real.
You can't see it. There's like an embossed lion and a crest on the back too. I mean, this is a beautiful bottle.
That's the real deal.
Very well presented.
Yeah. All right, let's see what this is delivering. And man, like, immediately, it's very sweet on the nose. I get Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. All
Yeah,
right.
I get like a Butterfinger, like a chocolatey toffee kind of thing.
Okay.
I feel like it smells like a Butterfinger.
It's to me the finishes are definitely standing out. You know, the sort of the grapey raisiny from the cognac probably, or like almost like smells like a very good deep dark red wine or a fortified wine. With a little more ethanol and oak to it, but
Yeah, that smells like an Armagnac kind of white grape, dusty sort of deal.
So you say dusty.
There's a lot of that on there.
I was thinking like library, kind of like old book kind of smell, but
Yeah.
as Ryan was mentioning, the wine finishes, it's a wine cellar, is what I'm getting on the nose.
Belle from Beauty and the Beast would love this
She would.
nose.
Also,
doubt.
Bart Simpson. So yeah, maybe you're eating a Butterfinger in a wine cellar, is what the nose is giving. So.
I'm moving on. I gotta try this. That is immediately like very raisiny.
Okay.
Very like sweet raisin on the palate. Maybe a little bit of the Butterfinger carries through for me.
yeah, the sort of the finishes with the raisin, the grapey, that definitely carries through on the palate. And I'm getting a little bit of a dark cocoa on it as well.
I see that. Gosh, yeah.
That's nice.
It gets sweeter and sweeter. The finish sticks around a little bit.
It gets
I don't hate it. There's a little fruit in there. Like there's the white grape, like you said. Like there's a note of like if there was like a little bit of like aged Armagnac in here, I would not be surprised. If someone was like, we poured a little bit in there, like I wouldn't be surprised. Like it's very strong on that. But there's also like a little bit of like red fruit, like almost like a pear kind of quality to it to me, on the fruit side too.
And some tobacco. Definitely, there's some tobacco in there.
Okay, so hear me out on this. Has anyone ever made candied tobacco? Is that a thing?
Candied tobacco.
Because on the finish, that's what it feels like to me. Like if anyone's ever done candied tobacco,
Okay.
that's it. Like not a Swisher Sweet. Like way more sophisticated than that. Like tobacco leaf aged, covered in like brulee brown sugar or something. Like that's what I'm talking about.
I'm definitely getting the brulee brown sugar. So, at least for me up front, I was getting, maybe it's the Butterfinger that we were talking about, but like a buttery, peanutty, like peanut buttery kind of flavor.
Okay.
Just a little flash on the beginning. And then it just kind of recedes into like grape notes. And I'm getting a decent amount of leather off of this, honestly, on the palate. But towards the end, I'm definitely getting that candied tobacco that Zach's talking about.
Also, can we just have a moment and appreciate the viscosity of this? It is
nice.
It coats
It
your
is
mouth.
thick.
It coats your mouth.
It is thick.
It's
Like I can feel it on my teeth.
you kind of can, yeah. And it gets
not
a
wrong.
little hotter also as it sits with me on the finish.
Yeah, it's like the more you drink it, kind of the hotter it builds a little bit. It's almost like a hot sauce.
And it's mouth-watering.
Not a hot sauce in flavor, but in...
It is mouth-watering. That's a good...
We're all smacking our lips over here.
Probably sounds awful in the audience.
It might.
What is it called? The ASMR that you don't want?
It's turned into bad ASMR.
We're going to have spirit-filled ASMR.
I mean, I haven't had very many, cigar blend offerings, but this is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we think about this Cigar Blend Joseph Magnus?
This is a really nice bottle.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to offer.
Let's see. We're going to go on the nose. It's not the most complex on the nose, in my estimation. Probably the weakness of it for me. So I'm going to give it a 3 on the nose.
Okay.
3 on the nose.
I'm going to go next so I can polarize it. I'm going to go 4 on the nose because I don't get dusty bookshelves and wine cellar out of many noses. Like, it's awesome. I love it.
That's fair.
And I'll be right on the fence at 3.5.
All right.
On the
Perfect.
palate, I think this is where it really shines through. I would almost, a lot of notes on the palate, a lot of flavors, and it just builds, taking the viscosity, the mouthfeel into account. I might even give this a 4.5 on the palate.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 4.5 on the palate. I was going to go, big jump for me. I love the palate on this. It's sweet. It's got a lot of, a boldness. That super unique, candied tobacco note. Love it.
4.5 on the palate. It's tremendous.
Yeah.
It's
This is, one of the better Taylor Swift albums.
Great. Not a recent one. Wasn't great.
Hey, easy.
But anyway,
easy.
on the finish.
On the finish, I'm curious. I'm not as high as I am on the palate.
I'm still high. It's I'm kind of waffling between a 3.5 and a 4 on the finish. It sticks around a bit. It gets a little hotter, but there's not necessarily any more development of flavors to me on the finish, other than maybe that I don't know, dark cocoa comes off either in the back of the palate or early in the finish. I can't tell which is which, but
I think I'm going to go 3.5 on the finish for similar reasons. So for me, like you said, it's not really changing much. It's not developing much in the finish. The finish lasts quite a while. But for me, the only thing that does seem to change is that the burn just amps up a little bit, and it kind of overtakes the flavors that you're getting a little bit. I don't know how or why, and that might just be me, but yeah, 3.5.
I'm up for a 4 on the finish of this, and I'll tell you why. It's got some unique notes, and also I was just noticing I wasn't paying attention to you guys talking because I was seeing if the taste changed a little bit when I was inhaling or exhaling on a finish. On some like higher age or finish stuff, like I will get just a subtleness, and this like I got more sweet oak on the inhale.
Okay.
And almost a little bit more fruit and like tobacco note on the exhale. So with that little variation, that's going to bump it up. I was thinking 3.5. I'm going to go 4 just because it's got that little nuance that is really nice. Really nice. So 4. So overall, what do we think? It is not a cheap bottle.
No, not cheap.
That's going to be one downside to it, I think. Well, maybe not downside. Like this, I don't know that this isn't marketed towards like a cheaper crowd. Like it's a semi-premium product, right?
Yeah, it
not
is.
readily available on shelves. I mean, we don't see it in West Virginia.
We do not see it in West Virginia. I've seen it other places I've traveled, and usually marked up more than probably
Ohio. I mean, it's frequent on the shelves of Ohio, but I'm giving this a solid 4.
I'd say 4. Like, I really, really, really like what this has to offer just in the glass. Yeah, terrific.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I think 4 is right because that's what it puts out, right? That it is a premium product, that it's going to deliver, and it delivers, right? So for what it is what it's trying to be.
Yeah.
And that isn't always the case in bourbon these days. So if I'm going to pay a little more, I want to know consistently that I'm going to get a little more, and you get a little more with this. So I think that works.
I would buy a smoking jacket, like some nice loafers.
Pairs best with a smoking
some slipper, with a nice expensive $50 cigar,
and some jazz music,
and enjoy this bottle.
Don't forget your prospector's pickaxe.
It's great.
Gus chicken.
No, this is really good, really solid. I think it does the work to earn a 4 here.
Yep,
I agree.
All right, so there you have it. The Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. We gave it a 4 communion wafers out of 5.
Sure did.
Buy it if you're able. Buy a backup bottle. Solid bottle. I enjoyed it, and I haven't had very many of these cigar finished. So let us know what sort of your favorite cigar finished bottles are. I know, Justin, you have that Buzzard's Roost cigar,
really,
so I'm
really
looking
good.
forward to giving that a go. But we appreciate you tuning in, and until we gather again,
With you in spirit.
cheers.